Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. The Roadrunners will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So UTSA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dump. Forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll keep it himself. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes
wide open spaces. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Roadrunners are on the move. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full. They played the run, came up, and made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Under fire. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he...
Here they come. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they have the first points of the game.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Ohio. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back on the option to give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball.
Punts it out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Give to the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Find some fresh air.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. That's it fly. Soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, UTSA.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dumps it to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half.
0.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get no south, and make plays, too.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
At the 20. And first down.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
UTSA 10, Coyotes 7.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept them being backed up even further. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got rolling. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They bring the punter onto the field now. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he has it, he had one blocked earlier. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels are on the move.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Running to Green. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, but he had some good fortune. After hitting the upright, it goes in, and his team is now tied at late.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, UTSA. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Pulls and fires complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Roadrunner. Great job by the back on the option. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Lining up to convert third down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he didn't hit that one purely, but the member's bounce gets it to go. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Looking downfield on first down. Escapes trouble. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. Going to swing it on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play